This is our Elite Honors Academy webinar, and I want to start a process tonight. I've been doing bits and pieces of it last month, but for the month of July, I really want to focus on this whole aspect of helping you build your infrastructure so that you can start really marketing yourself, branding yourself in your community, marketing yourself. Tonight we're going to look at some of the basics that you need to have in your infrastructure. Leading up to next week, we're going to start looking at how to fish in certain ponds where you want to find the people that are going to be part of whatever your infrastructure is. And I'll explain that in a little bit as we get to it. As we go through this webinar tonight, I want to make it also as interactive as possible. So as I show different things, if you have like your own mission statement, which we're going to start off in the first thing, great, let's share it with us, because what is my mission statement or what I might recommend to people might not necessarily resonate with you. So it's really important that you have your own personal mission statement, and you need to have it memorized. As you can see on the, and everyone should be able to see the PDF that I have in front on my computer for our Synergy family. Our mission statement is blessing lives with better health as we build a vibrant network marketing business. Now, that's a mission statement. It's also two separate mission statements, meaning that if I'm in a conversation with a person and they ask me, well, what do you do for a living? Well, I bless lives with better health. In fact, let me give you an example of someone that I've been able to help recently. I've got a client, her blood pressure was 160/90. I've helped her understand this concept and how to apply nitric oxide therapy, and now her blood pressure runs 112/68. I mean, she's ecstatic. She didn't have to go on medication. That's the type of thing that I do in helping people improve their health. And then, you can see where that conversation goes. I mean, if I'm talking to a person who is interested in building a network marketing business, well, then I'll use the vibrant network marketing business. Our whole mission is to bless lives with better health as we build a vibrant network marketing business. And our goal is to help you understand how you can do the same process if you decide to join us. So it's really important that you have your mission statement as it's going to resonate with you, and you need to have it memorized. And it's not that you need to be able to recite it the same way, but it's that you need to have it memorized as part of your being so that you can adapt that as you need to in your conversation. So you notice that I didn't say blessing lives with better health, because that wouldn't make sense. Well, what I do for a living is I bless lives with better health. I don't do blessing lives because that wouldn't fit grammatically and wouldn't sound conversational. I bless lives with better health. And sometimes I'll leave it as depending upon whether I want to continue the conversation with that individual or not. It depends upon how I want to go past that statement. I might just end with that and see what kind of curiosity is developed. Some people, you can sense that they really don't care what you do for a living. They're just asking to make conversation. And sometimes I read that wrong, and sometimes I read it right, and depending upon whether I want to continue with the conversation with that person, it all depends on how I continue on. But you really need to understand your mission statement, and also your mission statement empowers you on a daily basis. I mean, I look at what I do as a ministry, and I have the ability to use gifts and talents that have been given to me to bless lives with better health. And when I come down to the next section, I've got to understand what my marketing strategy is going to be. I've got to identify a marketing strategy, and I've got to understand it. And you'll notice that we have 4 marketing strategies. We've talked about these marketing strategies: eliminate heart disease, create naturally derived energy. Before, it used to be naturally derived energy, and Betsy Bartlett had a good suggestion to make everything eliminate, create, improve, restore. Those are I guess active verbs. Correct me, any English teachers that are out there. So Betsy had suggested that we use create, naturally derived energy, improve athletic performance, restore gut health. That's something that's coming for the new microbiome product. But today I did a blog. I'm going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm going to be at Synergy on Thursday and Friday, and so Friday I'm not going to have an opportunity to do my health newsletter, so I spent the morning hour getting my blogs in place. And in a client that I have sent me an email with regards to Kangen alkaline water. And what did I think of it? Well, I told her my opinion. I don't particularly care for alkaline water. I don't think that's the way that you go about addressing the acid-alkaline balance. But as I took some old blogs that I did on the acid-alkaline balance and repurposed them and updated them, parts 1 and 2, there's a lot of information in there that's going to directly apply to this new microbiome product line that's going to be launched in November. So whatever your marketing strategy is, for me, my primary marketing strategy is eliminate heart disease. Almost all the videos that I produce, independent of the things that I'm doing for some other projects that I'm working on, they all center on eliminating heart disease. When people call me, like the phone calls that I had today or the new client that I picked up today, it all centers around some aspect of heart disease. So I need to know my information. You know, I had a lady call me from California. You know, she wanted to, she's seen my videos. She's done a lot of research on Progen Plus and other L-arginine products, and so she picked my brain. And you know, I gave her answers, and I gave her honest answers, and I told her reasons why this versus that one, and things of that, and in terms of what she was asking. So identify your marketing strategy, and then understand that marketing strategy, because you need to invest yourself in this whole process. It's no different than I hate to pick up the word job, but when we had a job, or if we still have a job, the more that we invested ourselves into that job and learned the nuances of what makes that job work effectively, we got better at it. You know, this business is the same. You know, I know that they tell you in network marketing to keep it simple as possible, but at the same time, if you want to become an expert where people look at you from a branding standpoint that, hey, I want to go see Judy because she's going to have the answer for this, or I want to go see Tammy, or I want to go see Penny because I know that they're going to have the answer for this, and if they don't have the answer, I know that they're going to go find it for me. You know, that's the type of branding message that you want to have versus a person who, you know, I picked up a client, a new distributor in Hawaii. They had been with Synergy Worldwide. Gary's his name. He had been with Synergy Worldwide 6 years. I didn't ask Gary why he quit Synergy Worldwide. That's not important to me. What's important to me is that he wants to get involved in Synergy Worldwide. So he started back on the product. He had great results on the product, and he had the opportunity to join some other organizations in Hawaii, but he chose to join our organization, our Synergy family, because of the structured way we go about doing things. He likes that. That resonates with him. He knows that I'm going to follow through with the things that I'm going to help him do, and that we can partner together, and that he's not going to be left on. It's not going to be something that's just fly by night, but actually a very structured presentation and the types of resource materials that we have available to him. He's excited about being involved in Synergy Worldwide. And email tonight because you have to understand where your resources are. So pick a marketing strategy and then begin to understand how you can make yourself an expert in that marketing strategy, because the more that you're an expert in it, the more people are going to see you as the expert, and then they're going to want to get your opinion on stuff. They're going to actually refer their friends to you because they know that you can help answer questions for your friends. So this aspect of treating this network marketing business like a real business is really important. Having a mission statement, knowing what your marketing strategy is, you know, identify it and understand it, and then making sure that you've got a very clear and concise testimonial. I'll give you an example. The lady from Colorado tonight who called me, she said, well, what's your experience on this product? And I said, well, first she asked me how long you've been on it and what's your experience on the product. And I said, well, I've been on this product since 2008 when it came out. Now, my experience is I used it for athletic performance. I played indoor soccer, and the thing that impressed me was, first, I had more energy on the court, but what really impressed me was the day after. I didn't have soreness like I used to have. And then my wife, who had high blood pressure, 160/90, she was faced with the decision to go on medication or finally listen to me and use Pro-Arginine Plus to address her high blood pressure. She decided to use the Pro-Arginine Plus, and now her blood pressure runs 112/68. When I told, she didn't really have any reaction to my soccer testimonial, but when I told her my wife's testimonial and added the numbers 160/90 to 112/68, when I said the 112/68, there was an immediate response on her part. Wow, she got pretty good results. That wasn't her exact words, but it was something along that line. That impressed her. So you need to have a clear and concise testimonial. Now, what I shared with you, I shared in less than 40 seconds. Most likely it was even less than 30 seconds. I'll have people ask me, some people who are interested in the business, and they'll go, Dan, can I make any money off of this? And I said, well, like anything, it all depends upon the effort that you put into it. Well, what do you make? And I said, well, I can't disclose that, but I can tell you this. I'm not yet at a six-figure income in Synergy Worldwide, but I'm at a very good five-figure income, and that five-figure income allowed me to leave corporate life at a higher level than what, I'm earning more now in Synergy Worldwide than I did when I was in my corporate life. So it was an easy, it's a process of building over time, and for me, I made the decision to go from part-time to full-time, and it's rewarded me with being able to replace my corporate income. And it continues to grow. And that's my business testimonial. And so if a person's interested, they're interested. If they're not, they're not. And unfortunately, on the business side of testimonials, we're not allowed to give income disclosures, which is fine, because you can package that in a different way. A good five-figure income, I'm telling you, most people in America don't make a good five-figure income. They make a mediocre five-figure income or less. And they would enjoy a good five-figure income and have the potential to get to the six-figure income on a yearly basis. And then some people in Synergy Worldwide, as Donald shared with me a link last week on one of the webinars, I think there's 5 people in Synergy Worldwide that are making a six-figure income on a monthly basis. That's pretty impressive. They're in the top 200 network marketers in the world. They're on the top 200 list of the network marketers in the world. So Synergy Worldwide has 5 people like that are on the top 200 list. And when Judy's on the call tonight, maybe she knows the statistics of the number of network marketers worldwide that are involved in this type of business, but to be on the top 200 for Synergy to have 5, that's pretty impressive. And that's just the start of where this is going to go over the next 4 to 5 years as Synergy Worldwide goes from a good company at 130 to 135 million to a great company at a $500 million. That's 500 million. Donald likes the zeros at the end. I like the billion because billion sounds better than million. And so a $500 million in the next 4 to 5 years, we want to be able to ride that corporate growth. And while we may not become a Mark Comer or the Wong brothers or a Diane Levitt, well, that's okay. We can still make a great income that more than replaces anything that we're currently making in our job. So having your clear and concise testimonial so that it resonates with the individual that you're talking to. When I was talking to the lady from Colorado tonight, I shared my testimonial because that's what she asked me for. She didn't ask me for my wife's testimonial, but I added it because I knew that the numbers are impactful, because I've shared her testimonial with others and I've always gotten the same response. 160 over 90 to 112 over 68. That's a huge difference. And people go, wow, or some variation of that. And so I make sure that I always add that into my testimonial. Okay, so Judy put in the chat box over 20 million people worldwide involved in network marketing. Did I read that correctly, Judy?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so that means that upper 1% of 1%, I'm not sure. Someone who's got a calculator can figure the math on that, but that's pretty impressive for Synergy to have 5 people in the top 200. Now, once you've got your mission statement developed in your own words, in your own phrase, in the way that you're in your own cadence, and you've identified your marketing strategy and you're understanding your marketing strategy, and you've worked on your clear and concise testimonials, you know, not all of this is going to happen overnight. It's going to happen over time as you practice it with people and actually get out there and engage with people. You're going to get better and better and better at saying your mission statement, at understanding your marketing strategy, and be able to deliver a product testimonial that's clear and concise and impactful. The same thing with a business testimonial. But you need to know where your resource tools are located. And this is critically important. I don't know how much time people spend in the Synergy library, but I'm in that library almost on a daily basis. That's how powerful that library is. I wouldn't waste my time in the library if I didn't feel that it was valuable. And there are basically 3 key sections that I always go to. One section I almost go to on a daily basis. You know, in the Synergy library, let's, I don't know if I've got it pulled up. Yes, I do. So in the Synergy library, the health and business video library section is a key ingredient to the success of your Synergy business. Now, because I didn't want to spill this over into 3 lines, it's health and business video library. But when you go and click on the magic button and take yourself into the video library, it's really 3 components. It's health, athletic, and business videos. And as you scroll down, you've got health videos for all the major diseases that you're going to come across with people's issues. You're going to have general topic videos, Mystica, E9, Core Greens. I haven't put it in here yet, but I just did a new video for liquid chlorophyll. My friends over in Europe, they've been after me to do a liquid chlorophyll. Here in the United States, it's called liquid chlorophyll. Over in Europe, it's called Phytolife. So I did one that's a combination liquid chlorophyll, Phytolife. I put it together. I uploaded it out over the holiday weekend. It's already over 100 views. The people over in Europe love that video, and they're using it as a way for them to be able to market Phytolife to people, because it's the easiest and most cost-effective way that you can use, product that you can use to improve your health. And that's how I branded it. So I haven't put it in the general topics yet, but we've got the sickle cell anemia videos in here that I added for Donald. And as you scroll down here, we've got the athletic performance videos. So we have some great athletic performance videos that are in here. We have some powerful testimonials. You know, I used the Pat Wheely baseball coach testimonial, because Pat Wheely, when he did this interview, was 57. That was 4 years ago. Pat's been faithful on the product ever since he started on it, so Pat's now in his 60s. He's 61. And he's still going strong as a baseball pitching coach for the high school. And he doesn't have the arm soreness that he used to have. So we have some really powerful videos in here for both athletic performance and testimonials. And then we have our business videos that are in here. Again, I've used multiple business videos last week, or I should say last week before the holiday, for people who had interest in the Synergy business, or they wanted to better understand the synergy compensation plan, or they want to better understand the sponsoring and placement technique that I recommend, or bank volume. So I used videos that were out here. And let me give you an example of what I mean. Let's go to my Gmail account, because this is what happens to me on a daily basis. I get people who send me emails asking my opinion about certain things, especially as it regards to nitric oxide therapy. And that's because I branded myself in the internet community in this area. So here's Gary, my new distributor in Hawaii. And I just want to show you how I use the library and how you can use the library in the same way. Waiting for this to pull up. So give me a second here because something's not right according to Gmail. There we go. All right. So he's got a client. He's got a member at his church who's got congestive heart failure with a 20%. Let's open up this part of his email. Okay. One of my members with congestive heart failure and a 20% heart strength tried this product. Please evaluate this product against Progen Plus for me. And I promised to get back to her. So he sent me a link to Cardio for Life. All right? So I clicked on the link. I'm familiar with Cardio for Life, but I just wanted to refresh my memory. So this is what I wrote back to Gary. Thank you for the email. My question to your friend with the congestive heart failure and 20% heart strength, did they see any improvement with Cardio for Life? Question mark. There are a lot of L-arginine supplements with similar formulations to Progen Plus. Then they add ingredients to claim they have ingredients not found in Progen Plus, which doesn't mean that their formulation is better. Also, they don't do a full disclosure on their comparison tables because Progen Plus has two key ingredients, vitamin K2 and pomegranate fruit concentrate, that are not in the Cardio for Life. I would recommend having your friend watch the following video. Where did I get that video? I went into the Synergy library, the business and video section, and the health videos. And what did I do? I just went down here where it says Progen Plus, Advantage from Synergy Worldwide. I copied, right-clicked, click copy, went to my email, and I pasted it in my email. Took me less than 10 seconds, except sometimes my computer doesn't load as quickly, and so if that's the case, then it might take me 30 seconds. Progen Plus is the only L-arginine supplement listed in the physician's desk reference 3 years in a row, and the only clinically proven L-arginine supplement. I have two clients similar to your friend, Flaky Wilson and Norma Callum. Both sent home to die because the medical community had no further options for them. Both are now 3+ years on Progen Plus and living healthy and productive lives. I hope this helps. If you would like me to speak to this person, then please let me know. And that's the email that I sent back to Gary so that he could then share that email with his friend, and we'll see where it goes. You know, we'll see if the friend will watch the video. I know from experience that people who watch that video, they're impressed with Plus because the way that video is structured. It actually tells them not that it's clinically proven, but it tells them why it's clinically proven. And again, what did I do at the end? I just shared two very brief testimonials. You know, not very long, but very impactful. And we'll just see what happens. I don't know the answer yet to how this will help Gary, but this is how I address different things. I have a client who I picked up, and I won't show you the whole train of emails, but I can tell you this, that on the 18th email, he finally ordered the product. So I had 18 email engagements with that individual. And it all started with an email that he sent to me, which I then answered and sent him some video that spoke directly to his issue. And then from there he had questions, and I answered those questions, and he had questions, and then he said, okay, I'm ready to order. So I told him, this is what you need to do. and then I didn't see anything happen, and then I got an email, hey, I'm ready to order, but I got a couple questions, answer those questions. So after the 18th email, that person is now getting product. Hasn't gotten it yet, just ordered it today. Now the opportunity is to make sure that I follow through. He has a good response with the product, and he becomes a long-term customer for me. So again, it's just the process of being able to know your subject matter. And again, I'm branded in this area of eliminating heart disease through the different videos that I've created and the way that I branded myself. And it's just a process now of using the tools that you have available to you. You know, these are the same videos that people call me about. You're using the same videos, except that the ends of them are not branded to me. They're non-branded versions of the videos that I use to attract my client base. So use the Synergy Library. The PDF section. I don't go into the PDF section as much as I go into the video section, but I use PDFs out of the video section or out of the PDF section. And especially now, as we're moving towards attracting more business builders, I'm using the 2 choices PDF and the 2 building blocks PDF as core resource tools to help me explain preferred customer versus distributor, and then once they become a distributor, help them understand the Elite Honors Program, and then once they understand the Elite Honors Program, how to structure that into the 10-10 Club, and let them know that they're one of my 10, and that I'll be working with them like Gary. I'll be working with Gary to help Gary become Elite Honors qualified, and then help Gary find his 10, and then work with Gary and his 10 to find their 10. That's the 10-10 Club. That's our Saturday presentation that we did last Saturday. So we also have marketing action plans that are in the Synergy Library. Those are the 3 key sections in the Synergy Library. And depending upon, like, if your goal or if your marketing strategy is create naturally derived energy, then you want to get into the marketing action plan of the Synergy Library so that you can be able to go into the marketing action plan, and you can pull up the whole map that we created for E9. It's a very powerful marketing strategy, all centered around the E9 product that you can use to both be able to create interest, be able to educate people. You know, it's, again, a very powerful marketing strategy that is at the tips of your fingers by just using your mouse to go into here. You've got the E9 Marketing Action Plan, and when you click on that, it's going to take you to a dedicated page, and it has valuable resource tools that are available to you to be able to create your marketing strategy, to create your interest, to be able to have people want to get this product. So again, it's going back to this concept of knowing your marketing strategy and then understanding where your resources are at so that you can make best use of them. Now, we've got websites. We just put up our Synergy family. I started to use that for network marketers. I can't tell you how successful it's going to be yet because I've just started using it, but my initial impression from some of the people who have seen it is that it resonates with them. And what resonates with them is the tools and resources that we have put together to empower our distributors to be able to be successful in building a real business. Now, I use the Synergy opportunity. If a person wants to see the business opportunity and they don't want to plug into the live one I do on Tuesday night, then I send them to thesynergyopportunity.com, where they can see a 20-minute business presentation, almost exactly what we do live on Tuesday nights, and they can watch that business presentation. I can then follow up with them and ask them the very simple question, Tammy, now that you've seen the business opportunity presentation, what resonates best with you? Preferred customer or business builder? And then I shut up and let Tammy tell me. And if Tammy tells me, I don't think either one's for me, well, okay, I respect that. But just for my education, Tammy, tell me why you don't want to become a preferred customer. I can understand maybe the distributor part, but why wouldn't you want to become a preferred customer and use these products to improve your health? So I'll do an exit question, an exit interview with Tammy or whoever that person is to ask them that simple question to better educate myself, because maybe there's something in the presentation that needs to be changed and I'm not aware of it. And getting their feedback will help me understand that, especially if I get that multiple times. And if Tammy tells me preferred customer, great. Then let's identify what products are going to best address your health needs. And then we'll have a discussion in that area. Or business builder, great. Then I'll give Tammy the different options. Like I did with Gary, I gave him 3 options and he chose a 12-pack. I had another person on the 1st of July. I gave him the same 3 options. He chose the Jumbo Jar Plus 1. If I've got a potential client that wants to better understand ProHydrogen Plus, if I don't send them the ProHydrogen Plus Advantage video, I'll send them to Who Wants Improved Health. And I'll tell them to watch 2 videos, video number 2 and video number 3. Video number 2 has powerful testimonials on it. And then video number 3 is ProHydrogen Plus Advantage, the same video out of the Synergy library, the non-branded version. That's video number 3. So if I want to get some powerful testimonials in front of that person, because they don't have necessarily the time to listen, then I'll want them to do video 2 and video 3 so they can get the testimonials and they can then watch ProHydrogen Plus and understand the science behind this product. And I found that to be highly successful in getting people. Again, I know where my resource tools are at, I know what's in my resource tools, and I know when to apply them and how to apply them. 3-way calls. I don't do a lot of 3-way calls, but Tammy did a 3-way call with me tonight, and I don't know if I successfully helped her or not, but I think I was able to help her client feel better about her experience with ProHydrogen Plus and give some suggestions on things to do over the next 3 months for Tammy to retest her to see if those changes made any improvements for her. Gerard will 3-way me into new distributors so that he can introduce me to them. And so that's always good, because then we can edify each other and be able to help that person know that they've got upline support. So again, you can use 3-way calls for product, you can use 3-way calls for business, you can use 3-way calls for leadership. It can become part of your strategy on how you do things. And then where we're going to go starting next week is we're going to learn to fish in the correct ponds. You know, if I'm going to go and use Facebook from a social media standpoint, you need to understand that on Facebook, people go to Facebook for social engagement, which is not necessarily business engagement. So if you're going to try and pitch business, you're typically interfering with their social activities. And you become a nuisance if you don't do this correctly. So we're going to begin talking about what is the proper way of beginning to engage people on Facebook, especially learning how to find the right ponds where the type of person that you want to engage is actually located. We're going to start that process next week. YouTube, outside of cat videos and entertainment, over 60% of the people who go to YouTube go there not for social engagement. They go to YouTube because they're trying to find an answer to a problem. That's why I'm successful in being able to find distributors. That's why we've started a process of branding our Synergy family on Facebook or on YouTube with videos. Every Saturday video for the last 2 months and almost every Wednesday night video I've screen captured, or tonight we're having GoToMeeting capture it, edited and uploaded to YouTube. I haven't changed the name yet. It was Synergy Success Coaching. Next week it gets changed to Our Synergy Family. And we're building a platform so that when people go to YouTube to find information about Synergy Worldwide or Synergy Worldwide Network Marketing, what are they going to come across? They're going to come across their videos. And if there's other people who want to add videos to that platform, you're more than welcome to do that. I'll work with you personally to be able to add videos to that platform as long as we understand the parameters of what we want to put up there. We don't want to put up garbage, but we do want to put up useful information. We can put up testimonials that you might have with working with people, hey, and not necessarily testimonials with regards to income, but testimonials in terms of how you applied a business strategy to your Synergy business, and here's the kind of results that you're getting. Those are types of videos that other network marketers are going to want to see and resonate with, because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for business strategies that's going to help them grow their network marketing business. Well, when they see the business strategies that we're using and how it's helping people, and they see all the content that we have on the Synergy family, the YouTube version of our Synergy family, that's going to resonate with them. And if it's one of your videos, and you've got your URL address where it's going to, and your contact information where it's going, for them to contact, off of that type of platform, you're going to then start getting calls, because the platform is going to dominate the searches for Synergy Worldwide on YouTube. And since Google owns YouTube, we're also going to hope that when a person does a Google search for Synergy Worldwide, some of our videos will come up on the first page of a Google search. Definitely if a person clicks on videos for Google, our videos want to be on there. But on a general search on Google, the goal is to have our videos come up as one of the top, one of the top 10 in terms of what they list for searches for that keyword phrase, Synergy Worldwide. That's the strategy that we're building. It's the same strategy that I built for Dan Hammer Health. And sometime this year, I'll hit 1 million views off of Dan Hammer Health. It's taken me 6 years, but I have more people engage me now than what it was when I first started. And there's so much that I still need to learn on how to use YouTube effectively as a marketing platform. We're going to talk about meetup groups. Some of us are in fairly large metropolitan areas. Some of us are not. But we're going to show you how to use meetup groups to meet people. It's not about trying to sell your opportunity. It's about engaging with people, because you never know where that person's going to lead you to. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about local events, especially trade shows. You don't have to buy a table in a trade show. Look for the trade shows that are going on, and then just go around and collect all the business cards, especially anyone that has anything to do with health. And I'm going to show you this in a couple weeks, where you can use a very simple statement like an email. Hey, I met you at the trade show. We talked for a couple minutes. We both have a common interest in wanting to bless lives with better health. I'd like to better understand your business goals to see if I can help you. When can we set up a time to get together? Send the email and then follow up with that person, just like I did today. I sent an email to a doctor. I didn't get a response back. I called the office, and he took my phone call, and he apologized for not getting back to my email. But we had a 8-minute conversation that was pretty productive. Again, it's just understanding the process and being able to get out there and get as much information out in front of people as possible. So do I have any questions or comments before we close tonight's call? Judy, has any comments come in that I didn't see?
No, Dan, I don't see anything on the chat box. I was wondering if this PDF is on the website that a website that we could download.
This PDF is not yet up there. What I'd like to do, Judy, is I'd like to go a little bit further with this PDF because this is a PDF in development. So if you want, I won't be able to do it tonight, and I most likely won't get to it until the weekend since I'm going to be in Utah on Thursday and Friday. Would you like me to put it into the Synergy library, and then what I can do is I can just update the PDF as I update my information?
Yeah, I think it would be a big help for people to see kind of everything in one place like this. Yeah, I think it would be helpful.
Okay, so I've made a note here, and I will put that up into the Synergy library in the PDF section. It'll be listed alphabetically. It'll be listed as Build Your Infrastructure. So it'll be right at the beginning of the PDF section, and I'll have that up. I don't think I'll get to it on Saturday, but I'll do it on Sunday, and I'll in the library. And then as we go forward with this, because this is my working document that I'm building out, and as I add to it, then I'll just go into the library. I'll update the PDF so that it's always current.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else have any comments or suggestions for me before we say goodnight?
I just want to say thank you to Judy because I was thinking the same thing. I actually took a picture with my camera, so I like the PDF format much better. So it looks great there, Dan, and I totally agree where it's all in one place, and I think it's really helpful for new distributors.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Betsy. Appreciate the comment. Yes, and also when you go into the PDF, these are clickable links, so people can click on these links for these different websites that we have that are part of our Synergy family, and then they can go directly to them. Okay. Anyone else before we say goodnight?
Safe travels.
Thank you. Thanks, Elon. Appreciate that. All right. Good night, everyone.